How's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some underrated PS3 games and stuff like that. So if you got a PlayStation 3 and you're tired of looking at the news about PlayStation 5 and especially Xbox, because these are some of these games we play on Xbox 360 and stuff like that. So if you're tired of all these console prices of going up in price and game prices are going up in price, I'm going to show you some games that you can pick up. These are more like the stepchild games in the gaming industry back in the day. A couple of these are PlayStation only games. We'll go through those first. Make sure I got them up on the top. And on the rest of the games, you can pretty much pick up on a lot of systems and stuff like that. You know, games that you should give a second chance to and stuff. Because back in the day, gaming fatigue for some franchises was setting in and stuff like that. And so, yeah, but you don't want to spend a ton of money, and you got a PlayStation 3 sitting around. Even then, if you don't, just go to a local store that that you can see getting tested. Don't get the fat PS3. I like the fact that you can play PS2 games on the original fat one, but they've been prone to break down because of overheating issues. The best version to get is just a PlayStation 3 Slim, not the Super Slim, but the Slim version. That's probably the one basic one that you're going to want to get. Same thing with Xbox 360. Get the Slim. Don't get the Super Slim, whatever they're the last one they got. Just the Slim model and stuff like that. So get those. They don't cost a whole bunch. And there's games out there that pretty much got lackluster reviews or just didn't do well, things like that. And the first one I'm going to show, they got a TV show on about it right now and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure this is picking up steam now, maybe. I don't know, but didn't sell well. It just didn't, as time went on, people forgot about this particular game, and that's Twisted Metal. Yeah, people love this game or they really hated it. So one of these kind of games. But to me, I like it just for the fact that it's a Twisted Metal game. It's still a car combat game. The multiplayer is pretty much shut down now unless you can emulate it, and then they got dedicated servers on that if you got a computer where you can emulate them, go multiplayer. But I think this has got 2-player co-op on it, so still got that formula from the original Twisted Metal, so you can still play local multiplayer. So you got 2 controllers and all that, turn them on, and you can do co-op. Let me see, network. That's network, but yeah, players 1 to 4 players. So I'm kind of wondering if you can have 4 controllers all plugged in, and you got big TV and got 4 players. I mean, still, it's still a Twisted Metal game. It's great for PlayStation 3. I mean, this is not on Xbox 360, so don't worry. But like I said, I'm going to go through the 2 that are on PlayStation 3, and I think the rest of them are pretty much on everything. But yeah, Twisted Metal. Yeah, good old underrated game, and it's kind of scored well, but like I said, it's not something people talk about all the time. People talk about getting a Twisted Metal sequel. It's I think this falls in that category of we're getting tired of the same old formula. But times pass so far now. As like people can give this game a second chance and play it. I liked it. I just remembered this game just didn't sell like hotcakes and stuff like that. And, no telling what other games came around this one right here. To me, this is probably the best selling game probably out of all the ones that we're looking at. Maybe except for the second one I'm going to look at. But Twisted Metal, that's the first one I'm going to show. Pretty awesome. I like it. It's Twisted Metal car combat game. It's like just. It's fun. I've had a blast with it. Next one, the stepchild of the whole God of War games and stuff like that. This is the same thing about fatigue of the same gameplay because so many games came out with the same gameplay, and that's God of War Ascension. I still think this game is not that bad. It's not a dumpster fire. People just got tired. It's like, can we get something new, please? Can we get something? That's pretty much before we got the new God of War 2018, the reboot of the game. This is pretty much the last one I believe that came out before that. And yeah, they had to kind of take a pause, like, oh man, people didn't like Ascension. Let's do something. But time has passed. People miss that good old gameplay, and they always go after the just God of Wars 1, 2, and 3, and they forget the old stepchild here, Ascension, and I mean this is still a pretty tight game. I like it. The story's probably not that great. Whatever. I played probably halfway through the game and stuff like that, and probably gave up on it. But it's still a God of War game. It's still tight. I like it. I like the trailers that they had for this, where they got the girl running through the fields, going through the soldiers, getting up to old Kratos there. But this one right here gets a lot of hate, and people have never played it, and they give it a hate. It's like, I haven't played the game, so I'm gonna hate on it. Play it, get through it, and stuff like that. Get a second opinion on it. But also, hey, this game's probably dirt cheap right now. That's probably, you could probably get this for like $10 or less. Same thing with Twisted Metal. All these games I'm showing are pretty much cheap. The two I'm going to show after this, maybe one of them might be a little expensive, but you could probably still find them. But these two right here, PlayStation kind of games right here. So you got a PlayStation 3. Two games you gotta just give a second chance to. They're fun. Hey, it's not $70, $80 games that people are charging. Probably get these games for like less than $10 each. And you got gameplay. You got a game you can play. It's fun. And the next two you can get on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. I got the PlayStation 3 versions of it. That's what I got the complete collection of. Wish I had the Xbox 360 versions. I might pick up these for 360. But we're gonna start with the one that was probably that got panned a lot. We're going to talk about Silent Hill games. So I'm not going to show all the Silent Hill collections I got on PS3. I just got pulled out two particular ones because they didn't hit very well. This one right here, Silent Hill Homecoming. Yeah, this one didn't do very well. I'm guessing probably because of storyline, maybe the gameplay. I don't know what was going on, but I don't look at it. I look at a game that way. I look at a game. I don't ever go by reviews. I go by when I play the game. Now, Homecoming, I don't think I've ever played this game, but I will probably give it a second chance. I will give it a chance. I'll play it, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a survival horror type game, and with some of the new ones that come out are probably dumpster fires, or they're cheaply made, stuff like that. Especially indie games, they're pretty good. Not graphically great. People just got, I don't know, it's like oh, they gave it time. It's like, okay, this one's a dumpster fire. Now many years later, people are coming out with games probably similar type graphics and gameplay. I don't know, but this game I think should get a second chance. I think this one's pretty much underrated. Go try it out. Same thing. People probably didn't play this game, and they go by what other people's opinions about the game, and they go for. So maybe critics gave this game a bunch of dumpster fire. Maybe some people that did play a little bit gave it a dumpster fire. If you're gonna review a game and give it a non-honest review, play through the whole game and try it out and stuff like that, and then see if it's a bad game. But yeah, another one of those stepchilds in the Silent Hill games. Ooh boy. Then we got Downpour. This one's actually a pretty decent game. I played through some of this. And same thing, I think this one just didn't hit very well. This has got 3D, but you can get it on Xbox 360. Same thing with this one. Homecoming is probably the cheaper one if you're going to get it on 360. I think Downpour is a little bit more expensive, but you can find it on 360. But this is the PS3 versions. They're not very expensive. You can pick them up, and you can play some Silent Hill games that you probably never played. So they're not gonna. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna remake these games. So they're pretty much gonna be stuck on the Xbox 360 and PS3, and probably PC and stuff like that. So yeah, you can probably get this on PC. But good old two Silent Hill games. I guess two little stepchilds in the Silent Hill game. So pretty good. Just go check them out. They're awesome. I'm gonna say that now. Considering some of the games that we get, some of the shovelware that we get, that PlayStation removed a whole bunch of them. So, yeah. Next one, this one was pretty good, but it's still a kind of like a forgotten game. But this is on everything. So, be tired of expensive games. This one you should get. Same thing with a sequel to this one, but I'm talking about PS3 and Xbox 360, and that's Rage. This is an Anarchy edition. Back when it came out, it was not too bad, but it didn't hit very well because I think like Grand Theft Auto came out. Some bigger games came out that kind of shadowed over this game. So I'm pretty. It's like this game just got released. Bad timing on release. This is a pretty great game. I had this one I think pre-ordered anyways, so I picked it up. This is my copy of it because it's still got the nice slipcover. But good old Rage. I've had a lot of fun with it. Rage 2 had more of a colorful palette, but we're not talking about that one. That's still a pretty tight game. But the original Rage, Xbox 360, PlayStation, even PC, I'm pretty sure it's going to be on there too. Still a good game to play. Tired of all the new games coming out. Don't want to pay all the prices for it. This one's going to be cheap. This one got a lot of hate because of I guess because of the character in it, but I don't know, the gameplay I guess is tight on this one. And that's DMC Devil May Cry. I guess it's like the reboot or something like that. The guy's haircut was kind of funny looking, I'm assuming. I haven't played this one too much. I think I dabbled in it a little bit and that was it, but this one I think gets a lot of hate because of the character. It's like people I think want Dante, or I can't remember the dude's name, but yeah, this one gets I think a lot of hate for no reason. I'm saying it now. Just the gameplay is probably pretty good. Just got to get past the fact that you're not playing your original character, whoever it is. I'm going by what I hear about the hate back in the day. So because this one didn't do as well as all the other Devil May Cry. This one always. I think this is considered pretty much an underrated game. So give this one a chance. Go check it out. It's still not a bad game. It's Devil May Cry, but it's not your Devil May Cry that you love back on the PS2 and stuff like that. It's just the PS3 version of Devil May Cry. I think they came out with Devil May Cry 3 or something like that. But this one right here is like the stepchild for the Devil May Cry. So give it a second chance. Play. If you haven't played it and you gave that 0 review because you go by what other people say about it without playing it to give your own opinion on it, go check it out. You don't know if it's going to be bad or not. The next one I did play, and I had a lot of fun with it. I actually bought the 360 version before I got the PS3 version of this game. I should have pulled out the Xbox 360 version of it. That's Ridge Racer Unbound. This one definitely sways away from the Ridge Racer formula. This one is definitely not your Ridge Racer that you think about. This is like one of those arcade racing, go crash up things, because back in the day you had Burnout. It's like Burnout Paradise. You had those kind of games where you cause wrecks and stuff like that. This kind of holds that same formula in a way, but you're taking out the environmental type stuff around. You could take out stuff, but yeah, drive, destroy, dominate. This game is a lot of fun, but this game I think did get a lot of like hate because it's not the like Ridge Racer that they love. And this one is definitely underrated game, but it's on Xbox 360. It's probably on PC. It's on PS3. So PS3 version I bought later, because I started doing my series collecting for PS3. I've never played the PS3 version of this one. I played the 360 version. I had a lot of fun with it, and I bought this one. I think I got that game a week early or something like that at Walmart. There's a couple games I picked up at Walmart, especially the 360 versions of games that I got like early. I think that was one of them, Ridge Racer Unbound. I had a lot of fun with this game. But if you can get past the original Ridge Racer, they keep you racing on the same track over and over again every game that they come out with. Give this one a chance. Ridge Racer Unbound. This is a pretty fun game, and pretty sure the network players ain't working on the PS3 or probably the Xbox 360. I don't know. You can check it out. Maybe they're still going, but if you got a PC version, there's always ways that people get their multiplayers going on. So I know this has got to be on PC, so but I know 360 and PS3, yeah, pretty fun game. So some of this got local multiplayer at it. No, it just says player 1, network players 2 to 8. So it would be nice if this had like a split screen, but okay. Oh man, I'm getting ready to sneeze. All right, the next one. This one definitely got a lot of hate. because it's emulating like Doom and stuff like that. And this one's definitely been forgotten in the wayside and kicked to the curb and forgotten about. And this game should get a second chance, especially if you got a PS3. And I'm not sure. I didn't look this one up, see if this was on Xbox 360, but I'm pretty sure it's on 360. I don't see anything Sony PlayStation logo on this one, but this is Eat Lead. You can quote me in the comments below. I'm not gonna go look it up right now because it's go look it up. Let's go look it up about Eat Lead. We'll go see some reviews for this one real quick. Hold on a minute. Yeah, we're gonna look up something real quick. All right, hold on. So here we go. The Return of Matt Hazard. So this is on let me see various, what's this on? That's PS3. I just want to go Eat Lead. All right, so we got it on Xbox, so it looks like Xbox and PlayStation 3. So this has got a Metacritic score of 53%, 4.7 out of 5. So this is on Xbox. All right, cool. So Xbox 360 version. Let's see how much one goes for. 14, 12. So it is on Xbox 360. I was just kind of curious about that. All right, let's get back. So yeah, this is on Xbox 360. So we looked it up. This game probably looks generic and stuff like that, but still, give it a second chance. You can get this game cheap. We just looked at it, less than $20. You can probably get the PS3 version, probably even cheaper. Some of these third-party games work better on the Xbox 360 because it's kind of more easier to develop for. But if you got a PS3, give it a second chance. If you haven't played it and don't know what it is, try it out. Get your own opinion on it. If it's cheap enough, who cares? Still a game to play, especially when games are expensive and you still got dumpster fires that come out. This is like a gold mine compared to some of the games that we get. Yeah, I don't want to name too many of them, but yeah, try it. The last two games I'm gonna show, these got shadowed. I can't remember what shadowed these games, but I tried looking up and stuff, similar games that came out, but all I keep getting about people talk about these being kind of underrated, and that's Prototypes 1 and 2. You are Alex Mercer, and I guess he gets all these powers and stuff like that, and you can raise all kinds of havoc. These games get some hate, I believe. It's like, if I remember correctly, these didn't just go sell like hotcakes, but these games are pretty sweet. I played a little bit of Prototype, and I was digging the crap out of it. It's not when I played all the way through, but I had a lot of fun with it. And same thing with Prototype 2. I picked this up, I think, at Myers for $9.99 back in the day. I jumped on this one for a little bit and tried it out. Another one I haven't had to really get a chance to dive into it. But I know these games didn't get the love it got from back in the day. I mean, people did play it, but this was considered like an underrated game. This is on Xbox. I believe these are on Xbox 360, and I believe these are on PC. But Prototypes 1 and 2, go find them because these are definitely worth picking up. These were just good games when they came out. I think they came out around the time when other games came out. Bad timing type issue. This is back when Activision was kind of still alright, I guess. I'm pretty sure this probably has some DLC for it. So I mean, PS3 did have capabilities to download stuff and all that, so I'm pretty sure that's that DLC. I think yeah, it's like Prototype 2 add-on content. Yeah, so yeah. But two more games. Go give it a second chance. If like I said, underrated, I guess. They're fun to. These are fun to play. I played a little bit of it. These I could talk about playing. The other games, a few of them I didn't play, too much. But I keep seeing, people talking about them. It's like, give these games a second chance. So. Yeah, so you're tired of all those expensive games and tired of hearing about PlayStation prices going up, which is weird, and Xbox going up, and Game Pass prices, and and Xbox 360, Xbox Series X price is going up. So you get an Xbox 360 and you get a PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 is still free to play online, and there is games that got support for it. Xbox 360, I don't think they got that free play online. I think it's still, you got to pay for it, but I think all those servers got shut down on the 360 part of it. So on that. But find games that's got local multiplayer. If you got friends that come over and hang out with you and stuff like that, you can still do that. I just showed you some games that you can play that just didn't do very well, lackluster reviews, or just kind of like a dumpster fire. Give it a second chance, because these games you can probably get dirt cheap. You ain't got to go pay a whole lot for it. You can probably find these games at game stores because people forgot about them. So something to check out. Lots of games out there, lots of older games. You don't have to play new consoles to get games that you can play. There's a whole bunch of games out there. I didn't even touch the Wii U yet. Talk about the Wii U. The games that are cool on that one. I just went with just games that pretty much you can play at PS3 and Xbox 360, and a couple of them, PS3 only. But they're games that didn't do so well back in the day. Give it a second chance. Some people did play through them, didn't like it. That's okay. That's them. They're gonna give their honest opinion about it. Give it a I didn't like it. The gameplay was boring. The story was boring. But there's some people out there that might want to play like a game like that. So I always tell people, don't go by everybody's reviews. Go by your own personal review when you play a game, because I played games that people didn't like Forspoken on PS5, and that game got panned, and I thought that game was a lot of fun. I had a blast for it. I think that's a good example. But all right, that's enough for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. What are some underrated games that you can pick up on the PS3 or Xbox 360? I need a second chance that is cheap, because you're tired of all the expensive games out there. Prices keep going up. What are some good hidden gems you can, or just games that got the hate but need a second chance? Let me know in the comments below. But internet, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll check y'all in the next video. Bye.